In the folds of Cades Cove, where mist clings to the ridges like an old quilt, stories are stitched into the hillside stories of hardship, hope, and heartache. This is one of them. It begins with John and Lorne Oliver, whose daughter, Mary or Polly as they called her, married a man named Frederick Shields. They built a mighty 3-story breech auger log house in the cove. Polly bore at least 14 children there. Twins and even triplets came along, as if the mountains themselves were trying to fill the valley with life. Their table stretched nearly 4 feet long to fit them all. They lived near Forge Creek by Shields Mill. But one night, fire licked the logs, and the homestead was lost to flames. Polly's daughter Matilda was born in 1843. She married Ebenezer Gregory, the grandson of Russell Gregory, a man who carved a life from these rugged hills. Matilda and Ebenezer's union brought forth a son in the chill of February 1870. Josiah Jonathan Gregory, though most folks just called him Joe or Joe Banty to kinfolk. But the happiness didn't last. Ebenezer left Matilda and their newborn, never to return. Alone, Matilda's brothers came to her aid, building a small dog-trot cabin on a slope behind Henry Whitehead's place. That little cabin still stands today, its low front door a silent witness to resilience. Joe and his mama lived there until he was 17. When Matilda married Henry Whitehead and moved into the new big house, Joe felt it was time to make his own way. He left home and found a mentor in John Baldy Myers, who taught the boy how to work iron, shaping plows and horseshoes with strong hands and a keen eye. By 1890, Joe had married Elvira Feipel. Together they built a home near her people's place, where a great cave slumbered under their land, a cave that would hold both sustenance and secrets. Joe and Elvira raised 13 children under that roof, though only 11 lived to grow tall. Their days were hard, but there was music. Joe played his fiddle at neighbors and friends, joining in with band dulcimers and voices that carried across the holler. Nights were filled with tunes and laughter, even as work wore their bodies thin. The cave became their pantry and refuge. Milk, butter, and vegetables were kept cool in its belly. At first, they used coal and gas lanterns to light their way, then car batteries rigged together when electricity was still a far-off dream. Eventually, 16 car batteries illuminated the caverns, enough to welcome paying guests. On July 11, 1925, Joe opened Gregory's Cave to the public. Admission was 50 cents. Folks from all over came to walk its cool passages, guided by the Gregory family. They earned enough to keep food on the table and hope in their hearts 800 to 1,000 visitors a year by some accounts. But mountain life has its shadows.